Was I able to successfully hide the last go around?
You were.
I'll move to there.
Okay.
And attack.
Sounds good. That's a hit. And that goblin also gets kind of shot in the side of the neck and collapses.
Did I know anything else is going? I don't know if anything else is going over there.
No.
So I step into the field. I'm looking at where my compatriots at, and I don't see them.
All right, sounds good.
And then I will get close to a building and kind of. Well, it's probably too much there. Not too much movement. Forget.
You're going for 30?
Yeah, that was too much movement. I already moved.
I got you.
I'm stuck in the middle of the field, so
Yep.
I send my owl to fly around to see if he can tell me where they're at.
Okay. So as the owl flies, he informs you that Stig is laying on the ground next to the building with William, and he's unable to really visualize where Barry's at. And Barry. So Barry, you can see that the building has really good cover for them. They're shooting out of what appears to be maybe one of the two windows that's there that's partially shuttered. At least that's where the second arrow came from, was from one of those windows. You don't see anywhere else on the windmill itself that potentially you could enter from, except for the path on the northwest side of the building.
Okay, but I can't actually see any of them that
No.
are in there.
Yeah, it's dark. The sun is kind of setting off to the west, and it's casting shadows, so you're not able to see actually into the tower itself.
Okay, I will just hold an action, and if I see them, then I will shoot something at them.
Sounds great. William, you peek into this building. This is just a kind of a farm building. It has some utensils and what that's inside. You do see that there are some windows on the south side that are open that you could use to kind of observe from with cover, but otherwise the building's essentially empty.
I'm not range DM. I take the dodge action. I'm gonna run out there to try to draw some fire.
Alrighty, sounds good. So we'll apply the dodge to you.
Yeah, I can get to like there, going around the building.
As soon as you run out, an arrow does shoot. When that arrow shoots, Barry, you see a goblin head kind of pokes out of the window right when he takes the shot. And that arrow misses William. Barry, you do have the chance where you could do a Sacred Flame if you wanted.
I would.
Alrighty.
Okay, just making sure I had them targeted.
Yeah, no problem. No, oh, he succeeds. So he's able to move just out of the way as that bolt goes through the building.
I was out of range anyway. It wouldn't have hit him.
It was 65. I saw that. That's okay though. All right. So to take a shot, William, you're dodging, right?
Yeah.
Stig. So you see the an arrow go flying by, and then you see a bolt of radiant damage goes, Sacred Flame goes shooting by.
I'm gonna crawl up to the corner. These guys, I respect their marksmanship.
Don't blame you.
Do I see anything?
You see exactly what I described to Barry. You see the tower that's there. You see two open windows, but you don't see any combatants immediately in your view.
Okay, I'm ready in action to ring their bell if they peek out.
Okay, sounds great. Yek does peek out, so he's going to take a shot down at William again.
All right.
Ooh, he
Oh,
does
damn.
hit.
Man, those guys shoot good. Can you put him on the tracker? I'll shoot at him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had him on. There he is. You see him kind of turn and looks inside the building as he's standing at the window and is kind of cackling as he shoots. You hit.
He hasn't taken damage yet, has he?
No. And so he kind of, you see his whole face kind of withers, and part of it starts to sort of peel off, and you hear another goblin on the other side kind of scream, "Ah!" And he immediately kind of disappears back into the inside. Melton, so I believe you have direct communication with your owl at all times, so you kind of now know what's going on the battlefield.
Where's the windows at? Are they...
They are on the northwest side of that building. So
Okay.
right in line with the windmill, which is not turning.
I will take the... I'm gonna have to rearrange myself, but I can get the probably right there. So I'll take the bonus action dash and get behind that rock.
All right. So you'll have cover there.
I'll take a action to hide.
Okay. Gotcha. Alrighty. Owl, gonna keep him there, or?
I'm gonna send Mr. Owl to fly. And actually really fly.
You see an arrow go shooting out.
Oh no! He got him!
Hey, hot dice, man. Holy cow.
You see your owl collapse down to the ground, kind of falls down
He disappears.
and disappears. He did show up in the window, but I don't know if anybody had a ready to action. Is that correct?
I already used mine, so.
All right, gotcha. He disappears. Barry, you're up.
I will stay where I'm at, and I will ready a guiding bolt.
Okay, sounds good. William.
Low-level fights are painful. They hurt. Dodge action. I continue to run up.
Alrighty. So that is kind of a elevated sort of distance that you have there. So each step of those elevation would be difficult. So I would get you to,
Well, like here.
yeah,
All right.
kind of right there. All right. Okay. Stig.
I'm gonna ready an action to ring their bell if they peek
Peek
their
through
head
again.
up.
All right, Barry. Did we skip you? I can't remember what we did for you. Oh, you were readying too. That's right, guiding bolt. I remember now. Yek does peek in the window. He does take a shot. He's the one that you burned up pretty good. And why did it attack Stig? Oh, Stig casts his. I'm sorry. So he misses with the short bow. Stig, your Toll of the Dead misses this time. He kind of knew to kind of duck back pretty quickly. Barry, if you want to do a guiding bolt, you can do that as well. But Barry does hit. Wow. So you see the guiding bolt go into the actual windmill, hits him kind of right in the center of the chest, and you see this body come flying out of the building and lands prone kind of in front of you there, William, and it's smoking, like literally smoking. Melton.
I am going to bonus action dash,
Okay.
and then I'll ready action to attack if anything pops up on my bow.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to cry about my owl.
I don't blame you. I would too.
Good thing we found incense.
Ruthless. Barry, what you got?
I am going to... Actually, yeah, I'm going to stay where I'm at.
All right. Sounds
Hold an
good.
action.
All right. William.
All right. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna go into that building.
So you open the door, and immediately when you open the door, you're face to face with a goblin.
The one goblin.
He's just as startled as you are as you open the door. He's like, "Ah, what the?"
All right, Mercy didn't work before. He ain't getting more. All right, normal weapon attack.
Miss.
Oh my gosh, my dice have been horrible tonight. I don't think I've landed a single attack tonight.
I don't think so either. Stig. Gotta love low levels.
I'm gonna stand up,
Ooh.
run, and dive. Right there.
All right. So you kind of run and dive, and you thought you heard an arrow go overhead, but it may be that you've been pelted with so many arrows, you're not sure if that was an arrow or not. Barry, you didn't see anything. Same with Melton.
As a bonus action, I'll
Yeah.
crawl up to this rock.
All right, sounds good.
That's my turn.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Whoops, Melton. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to double skip you there. You're up, buddy.
And bonus action dash. And just ready in action in case I see something.
All right, sounds good. As you come around, you do see that southwest tower has been destroyed by a large rock. In the tower itself, you don't see anything except for what appears to be a human that's kind of crushed underneath the rock. At least it looks like a human. You can see his legs and his feet. Can't see his head or his body. Longo, bless you. He disengages. And runs. Everybody else can now see him kind of running down the path, except for Melton. And Stig, you had a ready to action, I think, right?
No, I used my action to crawl, not my
All right,
bonus
no
action.
problem.
So, sorry.
Barry, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to come out of hiding
Okay.
because. Hold on.
Sure, no problem.
I'll move up there,
Okay.
and he's out of range, so I'll just go ahead and dash up a few.
Gotcha. William.
All right, I'm gonna run up.
All
You
right.
know what? I'm just gonna reckless attack this time.
Oh, okay.
I've been missing so much.
It's like, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't
I
hit me.
can't miss. He better not actually
Don't
be a
hit me.
child.
Oh, you hit him?
There.
And you slice him through with your greatsword.
It's over. Hopefully.
All right, Stig.
I'm gonna stand up and
Okay.
move up.
Gotcha. Going straight up the tower.
Yeah, so I'm there. It's
You'd have 10 extra feet would be difficult terrain, so walking up the one would be difficult, and walking up the other level. So you just
Okay.
add 10 to your move, so that would be 25 there. And then the next level would be another. Yep, that's 30.
and then if I use my action to move again, I can get pretty close, right? Right up against the wall, maybe.
I think you stood up, so it'd be 15 total, right, for your movement?
Yeah. So I already used part of my action.
Yeah,
Right.
so you could dash for another 15 if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 10 and then one more. There you go. Perfect. So you're up against the building. No arrows were shot at you. Melton.
I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Okay. Yep. So 25. That's 50.
That cost me 50 movement to there.
Yep, it does.
All right, and I'm preparing to assault the building, and I'm wondering why William's standing out there.
Right.
I got a corpse next to me.
Yeah, a slice of diced corpse. Barry.
I'm going to take a dash action
Gotcha.
and come up that way.
Sounds good. So kind of running up the steps or running up the path there. All right.
Yep.
William.
Man, they got that one place on lockdown. I guess I'll be an efficient little trooper. And oh nope, that's 35. Is there a window to that building above me that I
Yeah.
can look through?
Absolutely. You
Within
have to-
30 feet.
What's that? Yeah.
Within.
Oh yeah.
Take me to the window with the dodge action attached.
Be that window right there.
Yeah.
So you see there's a cottage, and the shutters are kind of askew. They've been kind of broken open, and you see the entire room inside has been ransacked. There's broken beds and tables. You see some torn up curtains and things, but nothing appears of value or of danger inside. Stig.
Alright, I'm gonna charge this windmill.
All right, sounds good.
Why are they attacking that windmill? I
You
think
got
to
your
myself.
lance out, Don Quixote.
Yeah.
All
I'm gonna
right.
kick that door open.
So you kind of kick the door open, even though it was kind of partially open, just for style points. You kick it open more. You charge inside, and you can immediately look up. There's a ladder that kind of goes around the entire, or a stairway that goes all the way up. There's a platform there, but the platform is just around the edges, because there's a large pole that comes down, and there's a grindstone in the center for grinding mill and whatnot. As you look up, you don't see any creatures inside, except for the no creatures inside. You guys are
Nah.
out of combat.
And I'm pretty confident of that, right?
Oh yeah, you can definitely see up there.
Yeah.
There's no real good place to hide or anything like that, so it's pretty darn obvious.
No more goblins.
Man, there's so many damn goblins.
I go inside there real quick
Yeah.
and shut the door and look around. Is there anything good in there?
So you kind of look around for a little while. You don't see anything of good. You find, it has the grindstone that I talked about. There's some sacks of what looks like flour that have been opened and kind of torn up, but nothing of value that you notice.
Well, I think we need to check the rest of the buildings because Bebo at the beginning said that there is a big boss somewhere around.
I go, there's a goblin in here, and open the door and come running out.
So Stig, you see the door open, and you see there's a goblin that's now running out.
Ah!
But you immediately recognize that this sounds a lot like Melton as he's running around as a goblin.
I'm a goblin! I'm a goblin!
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You do get an opportunity attack, absolutely. You ask, you get it.
I would miss.
So kind of a half-hearted attack comes by and misses.
Yeah,
I'm a goblin! I'm a goblin!
They let anyone in this faction.
I do see William shaking his head over there as he's battered and bruised.
All right, let's raise that drawbridge because they can just keep coming in. There's no way we can clear it if they keep coming in.
Are they coming in? I thought they were just already, occupying.
Well, we don't know that. It could be coming in.
You see that the shadows have cast pretty long along the side of the palisade walls, the buildings. There's no torches in here, so everything is sort of getting kind of that twilight dark hue in the actual area. No buildings have any lights.
I'll go up to Sig and I'm a goblin! You look like you almost had an accident in your loincloth.
Come help me raise this drawbridge.
Well, first let's check out the goblins first. Is there any loot on these goblins?
There is. You found on the one that was petrified and fell out of the room, you found that he had 8 copper pieces on him.
Petrified.
Kind of petrified. Well, he was all desiccated. Desiccated is probably the better word.
Oh, not the stone kind.
No, more of a desiccation.
Any windows to this building?
That one has an open door.
Oh,
And there's a sign on the top that shows a circular blue shield that's emblazoned with a stylized golden lion. You immediately recognize this as the Lion Shield Coster, which is a trading company that trades up and down the Sword Coast.
I'm going to cautiously walk in.
So you guys hear this loud cranking noise. And as Stig is turning the knob, the drawbridge is slowly starting to raise up as you cautiously walk inside. And you see also that the goblin is now over there, also cranking up the drawbridge. With two of you working on it, it only takes about 6 seconds, one round. It goes up very quickly.
Oh, sweet.
There's a nice latch there to latch it, so
Actually,
it goes up.
I'm turning it the opposite way. I didn't know which way to turn it.
That's all right. So you're turning it. So it still takes. You're still able to get it up, Stig. You just notice that the chain on the other side is longer than what your chain is, and you're doing all the work.
Oh, okay.
I'm a goblin.
So you peek into the trading post there, and William, and you notice, and I see that Barry's there, kind of backing you up. You notice that the trading post contains storage shelves, and there's a small cot that's in the back of the room. You do see that a lot of the shelves, everything's been pulled off, and you see there's like lamps and bottles and ink jars, spice crockery jars, and things that are all smashed on the floor. However, there's lots of things that are still intact. It looks like Joke didn't take much time kind of searching through the area there, and so it appears that there's several things in there that you would typically find in a trading post.
But no goblins.
Nope, no goblins.
Well, what kind of things will we find in the trading post?
Depends. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, trading posts have gold because people give them gold.
Ah, yes. No gold in your search, however. You do see that it does have. There's what would be considered for you guys would be a Dungeoneer's pack that's there. There's also an Explorer's pack and a Priest pack. And there's a flask of Alchemist Fire that wasn't taken.
Do you guys need any of that?
I got my pack.
Yeah, I'm good with my pack.
The good thing is about Melton, he's not a strong character, so he can't hump a bunch of stuff. Because you know that if I have other characters that would just take it.
Take the writing off the wall if you could. All right.
Mm.
I think
Investigate
there
this
might
whole-
be a healer's kit in there or something.
There was no healer's kit in there. It was strange. That darn RNG. So you're checking that building. Let me see. Where are you at? So Stig, are you checking that building there?
Yeah, I'm just peeking in the windows.
Yeah. So as you peek in, you see that this appears to be kind of tore up as well. This building has a couple beds that are in it that have been flipped over, and the room appears to be kind of ransacked inside.
Can I see it pretty good through the window? Or?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's getting dark, so it's getting a little bit harder, but you do have dark vision, so you can see pretty well, at least black and white.
Maybe somebody should take the alchemist fire.
Well, I figured you'd want that.
Yeah, I guess I probably have the best chance of throwing it.
You gonna take the alchemist fire? Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
What are you looking at, William?
Hole in the ground.
So this is a fairly large hole. You see it's about 10 foot by 10 foot. It looks like something has physically been ripped out of the ground. You can see what appears to be no signs of any shovels or anything of mechanical that would have pulled whatever was here in the middle of the ground. From the description of what you were told from the Lord's Alliance is that there was a large monolith here of stone that had multiple ruins that were on it. They had reported it to be about 20 to 30 feet high. And it has been here since the beginning of time of man that they know of, sitting here, and they had never noticed any ruins there. However, you being here now, it is missing.
That's a big thing to steal.
Hey, you guys think we could take a break at the church? I need to get Blinky back. He got killed by a goblin arrow.
Is there any like tracks, any like huge wheel tracks, or like huge footprints or anything like that?
Yeah, so in the ground you see there's a lot of small footprints, which you think most likely are probably goblin footprints. You see a lot of human footprints. You do see some larger sort of animal footprints, but nothing that looks gargantuan or huge.
Oh, okay.
How could someone remove something this big without even leaving any tracks?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a weird one.
Maybe they left the tracks in the sky.
You think they flew away with it?
Possible.
Flying giants.
Hey, those exist.
I look at the hole. How deep
I
is the
think.
hole?
The hole is about 10 to 15 feet deep.
Hey, I've seen this before. Bullets do this. Bullets dig it up, and then they snatch it and pull it up under the ground. Yep, that's what it is. Bullets.
The hole's only 10 feet deep.
Is there any damage to the roofs? They're like thatch, right, or something?
They're thatched roofs. You see damage from what appears to be the holes that we described. And then, on some of the buildings you can see, like the one to the southeast or southwest, you can see that there's a rock that's completely destroyed the side of the building there.
Like blown off stuff or anything
No,
like that, like from wings?
Nope.
What is that right there?
Sewer drain.
That is a sewer drain in a very precarious position. That is a. I know what that is. Yeah, so that's a metal plate that is kind of stuck in the dirt itself. Looks like it may have fallen off of something.
Something in the sky. What do we know of things that can be in the sky?
Well, it's surely bullets.
Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have an owl that would fly around, but he got shot by a goblin arrow.
A flying giant is stupid, but a flying dragon makes way more sense.
Does it look like something that would have been part of the stone at some point, or like something they mounted on it?
So the ground is kind of mud, right? And so it's kind of this metal plate, pretty circular, about 5 feet around, has some slats through it, and dark underneath, but it looks like it may be covering something.
I'm gonna attempt to lift it up.
So you lift it up pretty easily, and immediately underneath there you see what appears to be a stone ring, and down about 5 feet is water.
Was this a little well?
This is a little well.
Guess it collects rainwater.
Okay, so it wasn't something that was dropped from the sky.
Who wants to go dig in the water for treasure?
Maybe a bullet dropped it.
I can breathe underwater if you lower a rope.
It was a joke, Stig.
Hey, people throw coins in wells. I've heard about that.
Well, we're not gonna steal their prayers and
You say
dreams.
coins? Yeah, I'll give you a rope. Here you go, Stig.
You guys do what you want.
Well, if I
Alright,
was
we
doing
got
what I
the.
want, I'd get my owl back.
I do think a short rest before we enter the keep is a good idea, though.
Yeah, probably.
We probably want to search these rest of these buildings too, like this one here.
I think we've seen through most, haven't we?
We haven't been in that one or that one.
I was in that one for a second. I didn't see anything. I was at the
Yeah,
doorway.
we haven't been in this one. We just kind of ran by it.
All right, let's get in there.
All right, so let me see. I see William is on the side, and I see Barry is at the front. So Barry, you're at the front door there. William, there's no door there. Why there's a path there, I have no idea. There is the other path though does have a door on the north. Yeah, over on that side. Yep. So Barry, the door is slightly ajar. When you look inside, you see darkness.
The darkness.
I'll peek inside.
Because do you have dark vision? I can't remember.
I do.
Yeah, I got 120.
Okay. So you kind of peek inside and you see that the room is kind of strewn with wreckage. There's a giant rock that has punched through the roof and has landed in the middle, destroyed a tiny dining room table and a pair of long benches. The remains of a bed and a wardrobe from the chamber above lie shattered in the dining room furnishes. There's 2 small round tables and several chairs that remain intact. Resting on top of each table is an unlit oil lamp.
And I tell everybody what I see.
Alrighty.
And I will cast Mage Hand, and I will grab one of the oil lamps up and bring it back to me,
Okay.
and then light it, and then send it forward into the room for as far as I can.
All right, sounds good. So you light the oil lamp, and the lamp kind of goes into the room. As it goes in, you see that there is a stairway, a banister stairway that kind of goes up to the second floor from this room. You also see there's a door kind of on the northern side of the room as well.
I'll check the door on the northern side.
So as you kind of come around, William, there's a big hole on the side of that building there from the rock that's destroyed both the second story as well as the first story. So you can see on the second story there's a what appears to be half of a bedroom, half of it's still there, and on the first floor you see what appears to be a kitchen. And as you are looking into the kitchen just before you go in, you see there's a goblin, and he is literally stuffing all kinds of food into a large bag. But unfortunately, the bag is so big that it looks like she's having a hard time dragging it around trying to fill the actual bag itself. She
Oh.
doesn't appear to see you.
All right, I give the hand signal for Goblin to Melton.
So Melton's in a different room.
Oh, there's a map. Is there a map for every building?
There was, I just haven't used them all.
All right, I see. I go to the doorway.
Alrighty, the goblin. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta put him on the combat tracker. Is right there.
Gloop gloop.
Gloop gloop.
Are we rolling for initiative?
It's up to you guys. He doesn't know you're there, so William is in the other room. Gloop Gloop's picking up edibles, kind of stuffing them in the stack, or the sack. So it kind of depends on what William wants to do.
I'm waiting for Melton to come up. We can kill it in one turn.
Melton's behind the door right there. He doesn't know if there's gloop gloop in there.
All right, so Melton and Stig and Barry. So you guys are in the dining room there. Melton's kind of moved into the room. It's pretty lit up pretty well. And you do hear what sounds like some noises to the north. Sounds like somebody's rummaging through something. William, while you're there, you see Gloop Gloop's just kind of emptying the shelves and pouring stuff into the bag. Again, not really paying attention. Every once in a while, we'll grab like a loaf of bread and take a bite out of it, and then we'll kind of spit it out and then throw the loaf of bread to the side and grab something a little more taste-worthy.
All right, William will have to sadly execute this poor animal.
Okay, you'll have surprise, so if you want to run up and attack, you can. Okay.
All right, let's make this reckless yet accurate.
Okay.
Oops, dropped in the wrong spot. There we go.
So you hit Gloop Gloop,
Ooh, max.
and Gloop Gloop goes and kind of falls down to the ground.
Were you trying to knock her out, knock gloop gloop out, or kill it?
Oh, they don't get knocked out anymore. Not when I'm at half health.
All right, so Gloop Gloop has collapsed in the dining room, and